The Class Mark II update has dropped on 99 nights, and just like the name suggests, this time the devs didn't just bring us 1 or 2 new classes like before. Nope, they've added 4 brand new classes all at once. But reviewing all of them in a single video would take forever. So today, we're going to focus on the Big Game Hunter, an upgraded version of the Hunter class. And of course, its price is sky high too. For 600 diamonds, that's about the same price as Cyborg or Pyromaniac, and a bit more expensive than Assassin. What exactly makes this class special? And is it really worth saving up for? Don't worry, I'll break it all down for you in this video. So what are you waiting for? Smash that like button and hit subscribe so we can jump right into it.
Nice.
Right when you jump into the game, this class comes with its own power-up system, kind of like those isekai-style leveling systems you might have seen in some anime. Basically, the longer you play and the more effort you put in, the stronger your Big Game Hunter becomes. The idea is simple. Keep at it, and you'll watch your character grow from decent to absolutely awesome. To really show how this works, I went through the entire list myself so you can see exactly how it plays out. Now, as you probably know, at the beginning of most runs, rabbits don't seem all that special. Normally, they're just there to give you some meat to fill your hunger bar. Or maybe you grab their feet to trade with the pelt trader for good sacks or a good axe. But for the big game class, that all changes. The reason is simple. Once you collect, or in this case, consume, 3 rabbit legs, you instantly unlock the very first ability boost for this class, which gives you a 15% speed increase. To put that into perspective, the fastest class in the game, Assassin, only gets a 10% speed boost. And you also get a minus 15% HP debuff because of it. So right away, you're getting something that's better than the supposed best class in the game. And what makes it even better is how easy it is to get. 3 rabbit legs aren't exactly 100% guaranteed, but rabbits aren't that tough either. They literally can't even fight back, and these guys can be found right at the start, meaning you can unlock this power almost immediately. Following up after the rabbits, the next ones you're going to run into are the wolves and their alpha brothers. These guys take a little more effort to deal with, but the trade-off is pretty sweet. A 5% damage boost and a 10% ammo refund. I know it's not much, and on paper it really isn't. But I swear these buffs have saved me more times than I can count, since not every hit I make is 100% guaranteed. But here's an important heads up. Don't waste your precious rifle ammo on wolves at the start. It's really not worth it. Instead, take a quick lap around the map to find a melee weapon. Even a basic spear will do just fine. If you can't find one lying around, just grab a pelt and trade it with the pelt trader. In older updates, by the 3rd in-game day, you could pick up a special poison spear, which made things super easy. But after the update, the frog evasion event is no longer guaranteed. So that option seems to be gone. And even if it does appear, the poison spear isn't there anymore. So it's better to just find it. Looks like the devs want us to earn it the harder way, by taking down the Frog King and fishing for it afterward. Still, no worries, because even a regular spear is more than enough to handle regular wolves and even alpha wolves quickly, without burning through your limited ammo. Once you've got that set up, you're well on your way to unlocking the next power-up without grinding for extra time. Just group the wolves together, don't worry too much about which kind they are, and take them out in packs. The more you bunch them up, the faster you'll farm them. Of course, a word of caution. If your melee skills are still a bit shaky, or your internet is unstable, don't rush in. One mistimed swing and you could be in serious trouble because these fights can get messy fast if you miss. So, within just the first few days of starting out, your Big Game Hunter is already shaping up to be a powerhouse. Moving faster, hitting harder thanks to that extra damage boost, and, on top of it all, enjoying a 10% chance to recover ammo every time you fire a shot. That combo is incredibly useful both early game and late game. And then, if you really want to toughen up, you can't forget the quest where you take down bears and gather 5 pelts. Turning those in gives you a flat bonus of plus 25 health added straight to your base, which makes a huge difference as you progress further. The smart way to deal with bears is to pick them off from a distance. Use ranged attacks, traps, or anything that keeps them far away. Sure, you can go toe-to-toe with them, but unlike wolves, their damage and attack range are absurd. Even a single second of distraction or unstable internet could end your run and reset all of your buffs to 0. Now, if you want your character to feel complete and balanced, you'll eventually need to make your way into the snowy forest. That's where the next set of animals comes in. Foxes are not a big deal here. Hunting them down gives you extra warmth. And what's even better is that it stacks with your winter hat and soup buff. That means you can practically last forever if you have all of these stacked up. And then there are the polar bears. They're tough, but the reward is definitely worth it. Take them down and gather 3 pelts, and you'll get another permanent boost that makes you deal 10% more damage. Stack it up with the 5% boost from the wolves, and it adds up to something really powerful, letting you take down a bear with just 4 hits to the head. Oh, and I almost forgot. Even though I'm not there yet, at level 3, you can theoretically buff yourself to infinite HP thanks to the last quest. With each Mammoth Tusk you consume, you gain 5 more HP to your max health. This time, there's no limit. You can eat as many tusks as you want, and gain as much health as you want. This makes it the only class that actually scales with the game as it goes on. If anyone has tried this before, please share your record in the comments. I think everyone would love to know. And before you even think about heading into that forest, make sure you're well prepared. Stew, ammo, weapons, depending on your playstyle, choose your priority. If you're a ranged guy, ammo is the first thing you'll want to save up. A few hundred rounds is pretty reasonable to be honest, and if you're lucky, grabbing a ray gun or a laser cannon is the best option. If you're into melee, a winter hat and stew are your best bet, since your entire build needs sprinting to function properly. Oh, and by the way, double check that your base camp can run on its own while you're gone. It'll be pretty messy if you can't even get back to your camp or open your map once you're done, right? So basically, this class comes with 8 different power-up stages, and each time you hit one, your character feels noticeably stronger. The more you play, the more obvious the growth becomes. Once you've maxed out every upgrade and stacked up on weapons, ammo, and armor, you'll be in a state where nothing really feels like a threat anymore. At that point, whether you want to go solo and prove your skills on your own, or jump in with friends for a team run, you'll feel completely ready. But let's be honest, a long run without a friend is kind of boring, don't you agree? So to make this class extra effective, here are some of my personal pair picks. First is, of course, the Hunter. This class allows you to gather more pelts compared to others once you reach level 2. Does that ring a bell? Yes, sir. This directly allows the big game hunter to level up faster. Also, this class comes with a bear trap, allowing you to lure bears and wolves into it. Safely take them down with one hit and not use more than a single bullet. Next are the Cyborg, Alien, or Poison Master. Even though these classes don't have strong passives or good synergy with the big game hunter, they all share one thing in common: infinite ammo. With that, you can easily complete the last few buffs without worrying about running out of ammo. Personally, I would choose one of these classes if I had an alt account. I could just log in to the alt, drop my weapon, and leave. That way, I wouldn't have to control 2 accounts at once, and the big game hunter would still receive the most important stat: infinite ammo. Lastly, either chef or cook at level 3. These guys might not directly help you level up, but thanks to their efforts at the base, you won't have to worry about food or the campfire. So, to wrap it up, I'd say this is definitely a class worth picking. If your main goal is completing ultra-hard challenges or farming diamonds at top speed, then honestly, the big game hunter won't be your best option. But if your goal is to stay up as many nights as you can, breaking the game record, then the big game hunter is definitely for you. That's about it for today's video. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss what's coming next. Thanks so much for always supporting the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.